Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the world of Astaria, the ongoing Dungeons and Dragons podcast stream here on the Gamehouse Twitch page and the Cast Iron Comics YouTube channel. I am your host, your DM, your UM, your man of a million voices that all sound horribly similar to an extent that you are able to tolerate just enough to enjoy the series. Chandler Angle, hopefully you're having fun with this. Welcome back. And I am joined by my entire cast. We are joined by my brother Braxton as the ever so stoic Aragon.
Well, I've been informed I may not be allowed to be so stoic tonight.
Yes, you're
big ass.
I'm gonna have to.
Big ass. I do have an announcement.
Oh.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh?
Football is back!
That's true. That is true. Football is back. Hey, this is the first night where football is back. If you're watching this stream while you're watching football, good for you. And if you're watching football from the stream, well, then, I can't begrudge you too much. That's fine.
He said I needed to be a little more lively than that. So.
And Braxton, if that was Anna, tell Anna to say hi.
Yeah, all good.
Live shoutouts on stream. Get used to it. Up next, we have Marie playing Mina, who I think will be just a little bit quiet this evening. She's totally fine. Marie, how are you doing? Are you all right?
Yep, doing great. So excited I was able to make it.
That is very good. Very good, very good. After that, we have the group's ever so agile Goliath leader, Vanith the Dawnbreaker, played by Zach.
Happy to be here, everyone.
That's my boy. And after Zach, we have the group's very efficient newcomer, Sydney, playing Eris. I mean, at this point, we just call it a dwarven badass because every time she goes into a fight, she literally beats the shit out of anyone she goes up against.
Hello, everybody.
And last but not least, we have Mr. Gamehouse himself, Rob, playing the group's puckish rogue, gunslinger, Revan.
Braxton is going down in fantasy this week. I want that to be known.
We'll see.
Well, hey, Rob,
it's a long week.
Here's the thing, Rob. You don't just have to contend with him now. You got to contend with me.
Wait,
you know what
why?
they say? You know what they say about a blind squirrel, Rob?
You find a nut?
Yes. And you know what? I'm not going to finish that statement because we're on Twitch. I can't say that. Either way, welcome everyone to the world of Astaria. Last we left off, the Doomsday Defenders were ever so valiantly defending the Empress from an incoming incursion by horrible crabmen monsters that were attacking the stands, the guards, even the ongoing fight between Arrakis and the betrothed champion. Arrakis able to take out 2 of his 3 opponents, while the betrothed champion was not even able to take out 1. And the Empress Fairy getting entangled in a horrible trap. Also, real quick, in the middle of the recap, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to to my boy Mark in chat. I came to hear they find the nut. FML Changle. Welcome to the chat, Mark. Hopefully you're having a good night, buddy. Welcome.
Welcome.
But yes, the group was doing their best to help protect the Empress and her steward. But in a pretty much Hail Mary effort, football term right there, Hail Mary effort by the Empress's part, she let herself become completely unconscious as she called out to her patron to come save her people. And with that, the Doomsday Defenders heard a horrible shift and groan as horrible dissident whispers sort of ebbed through the entirety of the arena, and the sounds of crab monsters dying sort of started to echo out horribly. And with that, we are going to cut to the Doomsday Defenders as they are mid-battle, backstage. The crab monsters kind of looking perturbed, scared, and confused as they're going to start slowly backing off. What do you all plan on doing?
Do we have any context for? Can we get a reminder of how this creature arrived?
Well, you haven't seen it directly yet, but I guess Vanessa would be able to shout out that the Empress had gone limp and closed her eyes, and then immediately after, this massive kind of sound shook the entirety of the arena, and the crab monsters that were not close to you started to fall back and swim away.
All right.
Swim away, swim away.
The only crab monster near your wall kind of like is going to attempt to try and swim away, and with that, Aragon and SAB can both have attacks of opportunity at advantage.
On these crab people still?
On the one that is near you, yes. The other creature that is the giant squid monster isn't going to need to start let going of Fef, but Vanith will also get an attack of opportunity once we get to that.
Okay. Great. Okay, I finally see. Okay, good.
I will roll for SAB.
Okay, great. Let's move in on these suckers.
Get him!
Yeah. Hand axe right off the bat. Where is this? Yes. Ooh, not gonna hit, is it? I think there's a 15, right?
Roll it twice because you have advantage. So roll it again.
Oh yeah, attack of opportunity. Oh yes. Even worse.
You know what? Because I'm in a good mood, Aragon, go ahead and roll damage. As I'm gonna roll for SAB as well. Oh shit! SAB. At best, that's a 21. At worst, that's a 20. So yeah, go ahead and roll damage, Aragon.
Yeah, no, I'm coming. 1d6 plus 3. God, horrible rolls
Okay,
all the way
4
around.
damage. I'm gonna roll for SAB. Oh. Yeah, Aragon, you cut into the creature in front of you, actually severing one of its not an entire arm, but like at the elbow, one of its arms from its body as it drops its weapon. And as it kind of starts to try and run away, SAB just kind of chomps his teeth into its neck and brings it to the ground, kind of wrestling it around just a couple of feet away from you. As the squid monster is going to try and get away, and both Vanith and Mina get an attack of opportunity because Mina, Goldie, has plenty of reach to try and attack this monster. So go ahead and roll for the snake if you're able to.
Beautiful. Yes, let me look him up again.
Yes, I see in chat someone has recognized that Arrakis has got a tickle bitty girlfriend.
You could say that.
You're not wrong, buddy. You're not wrong. That might be spoilers for your Monday campaign, but hey, you know, it's a different universe altogether. Who knows what'll happen? Maybe they'll be enemies when you come to it. But
Oh
either
my
way,
goodness, I'm sorry, my computer is not wanting to load anything.
Alright.
It's running really far behind.
That's okay.
So give me just a moment.
That's okay. If you need me to, I'll pull up the sets for a big old snake and bite. But Vanith, whenever you're ready, go ahead and roll your attack of opportunity at advantage.
At advantage, amazing. 15?
Unfortunately, the creature's armor class is 18, so you kind of like you're you're still getting used to fighting underwater. Oddly enough,
Yeah.
even though you had an expert battle in an arena, but this creature seems to be so natural at being underwater that it lets go of the Empress and manages to undulate just out of the way of your attack as it starts to kind of like slowly pump itself away like an octopus.
This is so sad.
Yeah, this creature. I'm not gonna lie, I really should have looked at the stats for this
Okay.
creature. The fact that I had a mini for it was just like, oh, this is perfect. It's an aquatic looking creature. This is great. Looked up its stats. Has an armor class of 31. I was like, oh god.
Well, I'm ready to go ahead and roll to hit if that's okay.
Well then, go right ahead. Go ahead and give it a good old bite.
Okay, and I get advantage, correct?
Yes, you do. And to address the current question in chat, that's not a
Damn.
thing. Well, that's a fun. That would be a fun twist. That's not gonna happen because that's not a thing, Mark. But I like it, buddy. That's a good way to think. Keep thinking like it. Any fun questions you have like that, pose to the DM so I can actually have an easier time coming up with lore so I don't have to write everything myself, and I don't have to pay somebody to write for me. Freelance, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I did not
freelance.
hit.
Yes, unfortunately, 15 to 10 will miss, as this creature is going to be able to
Yeah.
use its full movement and action to dash away with the creatures commanding it, as these guys are swimming. Well, here's the thing: they're swimming away from you guys, but they're swimming up and over the thing you heard smash their way into the Colosseum, and you all would be able to. Actually, Revan, you would also get an attack of opportunity because there's still a bunyip near you. So go ahead and roll to attack.
Yeah.
At
I was
advantage.
gonna ask. I was a wondering.
Yes, sorry about that.
Are you good? Okay, that's shit.
Ooh.
I have advantage, so I'm
Yamahama.
gonna try that one again. Come on, baby.
Yeesh.
Come on, be good to me. Wow, same fucking thing. So that didn't do anything.
Revan.
I guess I just forgot to attack.
Revan, would you... Okay, I'm only going to offer you this once since I actually had to look up the stats for the experimental rifle you have. Would you like a disadvantaged attack on this creature?
Fuck yeah. Always.
Pull out that big-ass rifle then and shoot this thing in the face. Roll 2d20. That's an 8.
Did not do it. It's disadvantaged, right?
Yes,
well,
it is disadvantaged.
I would have done it.
Brutal.
But you kind of like, your first shot with a revolver is you kind of like sachet them into your holster and then reach around for the kind of like rifle, the experimental rifle, and you go to click it in, and you kind of look and it's like, oh, I never loaded this with gunpowder, as the bunyip swims away, like up and out of reach of everybody to the attack.
Wow, what a loser.
But I will say this. As the Empress kind of goes limp and kind of starts to fall to the ground, you all would have the ability to move into this viewing room to see what's going on up there if you want to.
Sick.
Yes. Can I
We should move in.
can I see over the wall?
Yes, you can. As you see this, I believe the size class is, I think, gargantuan for creatures that are bigger than huge.
Oh my.
As this thing that is bigger than probably the King's Castle that you'll all see in Gilitra starts to just swipe at all these incoming creatures, kind of like first swiping at the, and I'm going to roll general attacks for the groups. First, we're rolling for the one at Betrothed Champion Revenus. And guess what is, real quick before I roll it, players, guess what this guy's attack modifier is?
18.
Plus 10.
Okay, no other guesses. Well, Zach, you were the closest.
Hey.
A plus
19.
19 to
Oh,
attack.
God.
As you just
That
see
Unbelievable.
this creature just bring his hand down and destroy three opponents just around Revenus, who kind of is now
Good.
trembling in fear.
Good.
And then he's going to bring his other hand up and try and attack the creatures trying to escape.
Plus 12.
What was that, Mina? Hello, Mina?
I don't think she said anything.
Oh. I think she
No.
did, but we're going to just go ahead and ignore it for now. It's fine.
Are you talking about me?
It's okay. And yes, considering the health pool of all these creatures and the damage this thing would do, you just see him just scoop all of these things into his hand and slowly, like, both hands bring all these creatures up to his giant, massive tentacled maw and just...
Man, this dude needs to stop playing.
And with that, as you like, the few crab creatures that are able to see this just immediately starts to disperse and swim away, out of absolute fear of, well, what is obviously something more powerful than they ever encountered. So let me just get them off the screen. As you guys kind of, make your way up to the viewing area and see this gigantic thing just absolutely destroying the random opponents that kind of made their way out of the ocean.
Well, you don't mess with tradition, bitch.
Yeah.
And you
But
see
tell
the people in the crowd have. There's a few mixed results, but the people in the crowd, for the most part, are just, there's a good number of them being like, the champion of the Empress has arrived! Like, a lot of them are happy, but, like, nervous, while another half of them are just absolutely horrified. And speaking
Would
of.
they assume? Would they assume that, because the champion has arrived, like something was happening against her?
Yeah, the kind of like sharp guard that were defending the arena were actively fighting the invading crab monster people.
Gotcha.
Even the champion's own like team were doing their best to kind of help defend the crowd, and a number of the crowd have indeed evacuated. There's still people here that it would take me too long to delete all those photos, so we're just gonna have them sit there. But basically, as you guys kind of emerge from the Empress's chambers, the creature is going to start kind of walking towards you all and reach in past you all, like just his giant fist reaching past you all, grabbing the Empress and kind of like bring her out to him as he's going to hold her in his hand.
that seems bad.
As that
Let's
happens,
go.
does anyone do anything, or you guys just letting what happens happens?
Can I try and get on the hand too?
Make me a disadvantage dexterity check.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "Is this worth it?"
Revan, what is your dexterity?
I mean, I'm not trying to stop him necessarily. I'm just trying to.
Okay,
ask
then what
him
is
if
your,
he thinks it's worth it?
Persuasion.
What is your charisma?
My charisma is 16.
Okay. What's the modifier? Like, it's a plus what? Plus 3?
Plus 2.
So Vanith, roll at disadvantage with a -2 to your current stat.
Incredible. Is this just a dex check or a save?
Dex check, but at disadvantage with a -2.
Awesome. So that would only make this a +1. That is a 14.
14.
That does not beat me.
Well, hold on.
I feel like that definitely. I feel like also with that he would kind of hesitate a little bit as he began to climb.
All right. Well, hold on a second, Vanith, because I have to roll for the creature, or AKA. Sorry, I almost rolled with Bunyip stats. I have to pull up Cthulhu's stats.
Yeah, I'm sure that he has more than a solid amount that he adds to dexterity. So
Oddly enough, he's not that dexterous as such a large creature.
sorry.
But he got a nat
Yeah,
20, so.
Jesus.
As you kind of like start to try and paw up on one of his hands, you don't even notice the other hand, just kind of like with one finger, just swipe you down into the ground off the Empress's kind of entertainment chamber, and just kind of like.
Yeah, that's fair.
And with that, you take. just unintentionally, not even he's trying to actively attack you. You just take.
Oh yeah, he's just a big boy.
You take 9 points of damage.
All right, that gets reduced because technically I'm still in a rage.
That's fair. So you take 5 points of damage as you just punched into the ground by a giant elder being. And he kind of like stands amongst the two kind of combatants, holding the Empress, who is still unconscious, in his hand, and he kind of looks down to both of them, as the crowd is just absolutely terrified and confused, as he just looks at the combatants like, I have been summoned.
Woo!
They are safe, but she still wants a victor. You both will fight. As he just slowly steps back, still holding the Empress. as he just gestures to the two of them to fight. And Revenus is going to plead to the crowd, like, This is madness! We cannot abide by a creature like this! This is insanity! And he's going to make a disadvantaged persuasion check. Oh, he is not good at persuasion. Jeez, he is very unpersuasive.
What if I happen to accidentally shoot him? Would that piss off Cthulhu, or?
It doesn't
He got a
matter.
nat 1.
He rolled a nat 1 as the crowd is booing his actions. And Arrakis is going to go ahead. Arrakis just...
That's excellent.
I'm going to roll an unintentional persuasion check as Arrakis, still in his kind of like hulked out form, is just going to take a fighting stance that looks a little awkward, but it looks like someone who doesn't know fighting thinks this is a good fighting stance, so...
Nice.
That's hot.
So, persuasion...
Lovely,
Wow! Arrakis is persuasive. Oh, wait, way more persuasive. Hey! Holy shit! The crowd is kind of getting hyped on Buff Arrakis, or as Raven has finally had an excuse to use it, Burrakis.
Yeah.
And with that, the creatures are going to go ahead and give them room and just keep staring down at the two competitors holding the Empress. And I'm going to roll to see who wins. So, using their current strength modifiers with... actually, I'm going to see who does more... Well, this is going to be very one-sided because I know who's going to do more damage. So I just need to find Arrakis' warrior pose real quick. Let's see, where the hell... Okay, I'll just look at the spell itself, because he has it, because it's his fucking spell. Alright, this is gonna be... At first, this may have been a, like, pretty interesting fight had crab monsters not invaded, but... I'm gonna roll damage for Revenus with both of his attacks. So that is going to be 2 scimitar attacks, so 2d6 plus 5. Okay, so that's 14. And for Arrakis with Warrior's Pose, at his current power, that's 4d12 plus 1.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, yep. So,
Beat his ass.
as you guys kind of sit down awkwardly, seeing this gigantic, like, castle-sized thing looming over the arena that leads into just a deep, dark pit. Like, think the fight for Black Panther where T'Challa and Killmonger were fighting, where there's just, like, there's the area they fight in, which then just leads to a waterfall. Yeah, you just see Revenus just getting, like, just absolutely clobbered by Arrakis, who doesn't really have proper fighting style, but the bar brawler kind of stance he's taking is really working, as he's just like beating the shit out of him.
I cheer very loudly.
You're just like, that's my teacher!
That's my boy! That's my son!
After a...
That's my uncle!
That's my uncle!
That's my boy!
Peter. With that, you guys see as Arrakis defeats the former betrothed champion. And it's probably been a considerable amount of time, and I need to see... so Revenus at least dealt 14 damage after that encounter. So, 14... Oh boy, that's gonna hurt a bit. Okay. So, as the kind of like time comes to an end, the entity kind of standing before you all will kind of loom over both Revenus and Arrakis with the Empress. And he's going to look down to Arrakis. Let's see how he responds. Okay. That's interesting. So to quickly describe what I had planned was the entity, depending on whether it was above 50 or below 50, would favor one or the other opponent. Above 50 would have been Revenus, and below 50 would have been Arrakis, as the
That's
entity
ideal.
actually kind of like takes a knee looking at Arrakis and just kind of looks down like, you are curious. One from the stars. And you have been the poor excuse brought before you. I give you my blessing, child. As you just see his other giant hand just slowly kind of like gently but still coil around Arrakis and pick him up as he's just like, okay, this is fine. As he just slowly picks up Arrakis and then just slowly lets go of him and the Empress, to like making Arrakis catch her. It just is like, I will keep my eye on you, boy. As the two of them just slowly float down. However, that is not all, as he will start to lurch his way over towards the Empress's press box and look into it and look at you guys. As you just see this Titanic-sized squid-like face head kind of lurch into you all and look at you all. It's just like,
Hi. Do I get? I have a +6 to religion.
yeah, I mean, if you want to roll something, you can. Go ahead and roll religion.
Yay. Just to get a little. Oh, that's not so good, but
Well, you've
a
heard
little
of,
info.
You've heard of a few, like aquatic-based, like religious deities and figures. There's the Leviathan. That's the most commonly talked about one, which is like a giant draconic creature. There is the Kraken, which is like a kind of gigantic squid creature from the elemental planet water. But this creature, and I mean this sincerely, as you've only heard whispers about it being mentioned as the Great Old One. Its presence bringing absolute fear. And because you're not in combat with it, you don't need to roll a saving throw, but you are indeed terrified of this thing as it's looming over you, Vanith, Revan, Aragon, SAB, and your crew. As it just kind of like peers in, looking towards you, is like, you are one of them.
I didn't hear that. Did anybody else?
I said,
What?
you are one of the Moonweaver. No. Did you hear that one?
Moonweaver. I haven't been called that one before. Anybody else?
Not it.
I look at him because, I get a little dumb sometimes when I'm nervous, and I ask him, have you met Lord Scurv?
Oh my god.
Well,
Can I roll? Smack him. Hold on, my unarmed strike.
On Revan, but I'm gonna roll. I guess this is an intelligence check.
I look at Vanith and I wink.
I simply do not wink back because Vanith finally realizes the magnitude of this scenario.
What the hell is going on? Roll
12 doesn't hit, does it?
Plus 7.
12 does not hit me, no.
Fuck.
Revan, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Good.
You're fucked, dude.
Well, I mean, I can't beat a 27. That's literally impossible. So
Well, no, the 27 was.
Oh my God.
I was rolling to see if he would play along, and he didn't. But you just need to roll me a
Oh.
wisdom saving throw.
13.
Okay. As you asked about Evil Emperor Scourge, you take... Oh, you take 20 points of damage as he just looks at you, and his eyes just go from that bright yellow to just piercing black as he just looks down and he's like, I have no time for false gods.
Can I send a direct message as one of my cantrips
To who?
to the old one?
Sure, go right ahead.
You're gonna get smacked
Okay.
like I did somehow. I don't know how I took damage there, but
Okay.
You talk
I
to the
am gonna send a direct message that says essentially oh honorable ancient one, my deepest apologies for the horrible disrespect that you have been shown, and I kneel and say we are forever grateful for your help in this matter. And I guess that's it. Thank you, honorable ancient one.
Roll me a advantaged charisma check or persuasion, whichever you feel best is applicable.
Okay.
Because I feel like you're either appealing to him or you're trying to persuade him. Either way, go ahead and give me a roll.
or he's gonna see you as a brown nosing.
No, he's gonna
Bullshit.
see you as like, someone who respects
Oh,
me.
Let's see if I get this one right. Ooh, ouch. Okay, let's try again.
Okay, a 4
And
and 14.
14.
He kind of leers at you for a second. His eyes still that kind of bright yellow as he kind of pulls back for a second. I need not your flowery words. However, it is nice to see your surface dwellers respect my visage. I came to assist one who is you all seemingly are fixed to something she has her eye after. With that, I won't take any of it. However, as he kind of turns to see the unconscious body of Revenus as Arrakis and Fef float down to the ground, he kind of slowly starts to reach out. It's I think a small tribute is more than worth my time. As he kind of starts to pick up Revenus. I'm gonna roll something for Arrakis.
Yeah.
He's gonna eat him.
Even though I'm
He's gonna eat him.
half conscious,
Wait for Arrakis.
Nope, Arrakis is
happy.
gonna keep quiet. As he just picks up
Attaboy.
Revenus, it starts to move back towards the gigantic trench at the other end of the arena as he looks back to you all and just simply says, You have stared at the face of a god of madness. Be thankful. All I did was say hello. As literally sand kicks up all around him and Revenus as the two of them disappear.
See ya.
As Arrakis literally will drop his spell and take immediate 10 points of damage because that was all that was left of the extra damage he took. So he immediately deflates back to his normal size, which I mean, here is. And with the Empress being much bigger than him, the two of them just kind of fall to the ground as Arrakis just like, oh God, what's that? Oh, I'm in over my head, I'm in over my head, I'm in over my head.
I mean, hey, you got the blessing, dude. Good
What does that
work.
mean?
Means he didn't eat you.
That means that you are betrothed, my dude.
You see the
That's tough.
what was his
I don't
name?
know about that.
The steward of the Empress kind of come out and kind of stand amongst you all as like, she is not wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newly betrothed champion, Sir Arrakis. As the crowd kind of like starts to gradually applaud, as Arrakis still underneath the Empress is just like, hi,
Woot woot.
I'm very confused and scared.
Oh man.
And with that, we're going to do a little bit of a time skip to where eventually the clerics will pick up the Empress and Arrakis and kind of bring them to a backstage point. And eventually you all, along with the steward, will be brought to a sort of like resting chamber for the Empress where Arrakis would be sitting in a very confused state, but still kind of like right next to her, just being like, I think she's okay. I hate the fact that I don't have any healing magic, but this is fine. Hey, guys! Hey! As he just kind of regards you all as you enter the room.
Hey.
I limp into the room.
So,
Because you're a dumbass and you deserve it.
that
But,
was...
Arrakis, are you okay?
I mean, yes. Physically, I'm okay.
Like mentally, how are you holding up?
Well, you know, when you guys first met me, I fell through space and time, and that kind of hurt a lot mentally. And now I felt like I was on the right track, and then I saw that, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know what's going on anymore. Like,
Yeah, that sounds probably like a very realistic reaction.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But hey, thankfully you guys are okay. Thankfully everyone's okay, apart from that one guy. I thought I was just gonna kick his ass and teach him a lesson, but he's gone.
Oh, he learned his lesson.
Sure did.
He learned his
Lessons were
lesson.
learned.
Does anyone feel like that's
By
extreme?
many.
Like that's a bit extreme, like a little bit of overkill. I feel bad. Like
No,
horribly
the
bad.
ancient one gets to do what he wants. If he
Yeah,
takes somebody
that's
that
a
is
point.
not you, you say thank you.
That's fair, but still, like in hindsight, you know, I could have just beat him up, and I don't know. He's kind of like now, kind of like sitting down with his hands on the side of his head, being like, "Oh God, what have I done?"
That wasn't
it's
his
your
fault.
fault.
You're about to be stuck here for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. But are you accepting this marriage proposal? Because it's sort of being forced on you. Are you wanting and willing to stay here as the king, prince, husband of the Empress?
I mean, after you guys dropped me off, we had, I guess, what is a day, and it went well, but when she wakes up, hopefully we can discuss, like, taking things steady as opposed to just getting right into a marriage, because, like, I don't know if I'm that committed of a guy. I've been kind of, like, just scrounging from place to place, kind of just doing what came along. I don't know if I'm ready for that, and I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship. I'm just very nervous. I'm scared. I'm thousands of leagues under the water, fathoms, whatever the term is. I'm very confused.
Yeah, leagues is measured distance. Sorry, bud. Just want to, you might want to get that one.
So is it fathoms?
Might want
Then?
to just jot that one
We're
down.
thousands of fathoms under the water?
That sounds right.
Okay.
That's okay. You can just come back with us.
I mean,
The sailor.
I still have I have things that I want to do still, and I don't know if she would do that. I just know that there's that mountain I feel like I have to go look at. And then there's helping you guys, because I want to do that, because you're my friends, and I actually really enjoy hanging out with you people. It's not that I don't enjoy hanging out with her, but it's just like one night versus like a couple of months with you guys. I'm just very confused.
Has it not
That's
been a
fair.
couple of years?
You could, talk about what this means for both you and her. Maybe have one of those really long engagement periods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you could also
Yeah.
say some prayers to Lord Scurv, and I'm sure the answer would come to you after eating an orange.
Reverend, first of all, I'm a man of
Uh-huh.
Ayun. I pray to the goddess Ayun for knowledge, and I feel like knowledge is the best thing to go with right now. But I don't mean to disrespect you, but you literally just made up a religion, or in your case, a cult. You made up a cult.
I don't insult your person. You don't insult mine.
I'm sorry. I'm under a lot right now. I thought I was just gonna beat a guy up and free a woman from being married.
I was just trying to be supportive of you, but
I appreciate
that's
it,
fine.
but I'm just very scared.
What are you scared of?
I don't
You
know.
got a giant blue woman who wants to marry you.
And there's a giant
isn't that
green
everybody's
thing.
dream?
Very pretty.
Look, don't get me wrong. The
That's
blue one's
everyone's dream.
attractive. I find her incredibly attractive. But there's the giant green thing that appeared out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what you did, except you're not giant. If it makes you feel a little better.
I guess you're right, but I'm still scared. Like, eventually the door kind of
Does
opened
that
up.
put you on the level of a god?
Oh. Maybe we need to make you a religion.
I don't
think
want to
about
think
it.
about
We
that,
can be
guys.
your cult.
That's
I
always a
will
really
be
good
devout
answer.
follower.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Cult.
I don't know if I want a cult, guys.
All right, listen.
What about
here.
if we were
And
the
I go up to
people
him.
who were the cultists?
I
The
limp
offer's
up
on the
to him.
table.
I limp up to him. I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "It doesn't fucking matter. We're here. We'll help you out. So don't worry about it. Stop stressing like a little bitch."
He's gonna
I
then
kiss him on the forehead and I walk away.
And no, before you walk away, he is going to wrap both arms
Aw.
around you and start pranking down. Like, thank you. I don't know what
You're
I've
welcome.
been doing for the past 5 months.
Give him a hug.
I'm so fucking scared.
But you got us, dude. Don't
Group
worry.
hug. Big group hug.
It's
Man.
okay.
I'm really glad I listened to Lord Scurv on this one.
I really hope he's real, because then this is not the person looking out for me at the very least.
I hope he's real too, buddy. I pat him on the head.
Oh god, I'm so tired. That fucking spell is so draining physically. Oh, I'm
You did so good though, dude. I was so proud of you.
Thank you, man. I'm so fucking
Yes.
tired.
You were amazing.
Really.
Punched a hole through a monster's head.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that. Like, in the moment, I thought this was awesome, but then coming out of it, I thought, like, oh god, what have I done?
It was so sick.
It was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
I definitely
He
was a fan.
bestowed a blessing upon you.
Well, that's another thing.
Like he's here for you.
I've been blessed, but by what? I don't know what that was.
A very scary thing that you should never piss off.
The ancient one.
That doesn't explain what it is to me. That just tells me.
Basically, just treat it like her dad.
Okay. That's fair.
He was the one who gave the blessing.
Eventually, as you guys kind of help him come down from being horribly terrified, you hear
Eris, can you get the door? God. Just sitting there. Didn't even join the hug.
I mean, to be fair, she doesn't really know us or Arrakis very well. Like,
Some people
Mr. Elf who
be
hates
hugged.
dwarves.
I don't know what you're talking about. Couldn't be me.
Mm-hmm.
As
Yeah,
a
couldn't be
priest of
you.
the Lord Scurv, we love all of the people who eat oranges.
And a high elf.
Eventually, as you all kind of like discuss, the door opens to reveal the mermaid steward kind of letting himself in with a guard behind him as he kind of approaches the Empress and you all. It's like, hello. I hope I'm not interrupting anything too pertinent. I see that the Empress.
Probably not.
That's good. That's good. Again, but my apologies. I see the Empress is still unconscious. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna leave a guard in here to keep watch over here, even though you are here. And it is two things that I will have to speak with Truth Champion about now. One just simply being fitting, and the other being a incoming issue that I would usually tell the Empress, but she is, as you can see, out of commission, and I need to roll something. See how long she's out for.
Oh.
Can we like force wake her up or something?
Nope, she is out for 3 days.
My God.
Oh.
Jeez.
As the steward will
Okay.
approach Arrakis, and you all since you're near. So it seemed. Well, first off, the original ship that brought you all here has departed. They let the shotgun
Not
know that
ideal.
they were dropping you off, as well as then heading to some island called Shakar to drop off supplies and whatnot. However,
Nice island of the hordes.
I'm sorry, the island of whores.
Yes, that's what us pirates knew it as.
You're a pirate?
No, that's the name of
No,
my.
no, no.
That's the name of my team.
No, he-
Sorry.
No.
Your team name
He
is.
used to be in a band.
Yes.
He used to be in a band, and they were the pirates. He was the drummer.
We don't do anything. We just stay at home. and run
Nice.
around, So.
That's the
Yes.
reference I needed today. Thank you.
Roll me an advantage persuasion. Actually, no, just roll me a straight persuasion check since Revan didn't really.
I think VeggieTales deserves some advantage.
I don't think it does.
I mean, I think that Revan should have to sing it. He was in a band.
Well, no, Revan said he was. You guys said
Why
he
do I
was-
keep getting twos?
Revan said he was the drummer, not the singer.
Yeah, but that
He
doesn't
can
mean I'm
still.
not gonna
He
be
still knows
singing
the
backup.
words.
Also, the role was.
God,
True.
I'm a backup
Yeah.
You'd be like Anderson Paak
Yeah.
and sing and drum.
I need Angel.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
just call me the fantasy Phil Collins.
Yes.
And he
Yep,
only plays
absolutely.
VeggieTales songs.
I had a bus driver who did that.
That was the fantasy
His
Phil
name
Collins
was
is only
Larry.
sang VeggieTales songs?
Yep.
Wow.
Yes.
Sounds like a
That's
fun
weird.
bus driver.
That seems weird.
Yep, his name was Larry.
Weird flex that I'll throw out. I went to high school with the creator of VeggieTales Kids.
That's dope.
You went to a Mormon high school?
Incredible.
Not Mormon, just Christian.
That's fair.
But Bob the Tomato, I played volleyball with his son, and
Oh,
his
Eris.
daughter dated one of my best friends.
Eris, what'd you say,
Shit.
Eris?
I just want to let you know I was talking that whole time, but I was muted. So
I hate when that happens.
Oh, Eris, I'm sorry. We now have official what if Eris had been able to speak that entire time, what would have happened? But either way, Mina, what is your persuasion roll?
My persuasion? I didn't know I was rolling anything. I apologize.
It's all right.
I got a 16.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what was said.
Revan
Revan
was an idiot and mentioned that he was a pirate.
Revan was a drummer
No.
in a band. Okay.
I'm a drummer.
He was in a band
Yeah. Okay.
that was called the Pirates. We
The
don't
shark
remember that.
guard and the steward both kind of like cock a brow as they're just like, all right, he does rather seem eccentric and not goofy. That kind of checks out. However, if he is indeed a legitimate pirate, please tell him to wait outside the throne room. We do not allow pirates near the Empress. under any circumstances at all. If they are found within the kingdom, they are executed.
No,
It's a bit of a harsh ruling, but it's a rule her family's passed down, but she hasn't had the time to change any legislation. So don't hold it against her if you're a pirate. Just be respectful and don't kill her.
I will make
Thankfully,
sure
that's
that.
for our
Yeah, I'll
band
make
member
sure that
friend.
if any of my other band member friends come here, I will make sure to let them know. You know, that'd
Yep.
be bad.
That way they don't mention the name of their band.
That's probably for the best. If I may, I don't know, I'm just a humble steward. Perhaps naming yourselves the pirates is like a bad idea. Maybe like the music pirates or the performance pirates.
On land, I mean, on land, it's not an issue, you know.
Yeah, we're really popular on land,
Roll me a
especially in Whore Island.
roll me a deception check.
You say perception?
No, deception.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because this is a bold-faced lie.
Alright.
Come on, baby. Anything but a 2. Hit the bed!
You see the steward just kind of like lower the
did
Is
say
Revan
anything
being
but a
executed?
2.
No, he's not
So-
being executed. He's just not popular as the steward. She's like, right, yes, I'm sure you are very much a top billboard amongst all of those on the surface. That's why we.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
understand
Yeah,
me.
indeed.
Either way,
Have I told you about our Lord
Indeed.
Scourge?
listen. Either
Good.
way, the important thing
Fucking
is
Lord.
I have to tell the Empress and the champion, who is now your friend, there have been 2 ships that have moored off the entrance to our kingdom of the surface where you all came in through. They are not the ship you all arrived on, and the gentleman who arrived with you seemed to have boarded one of those ships.
Oh. Interesting.
Yes, which is why the general here came with me, because he's very nervous about it, and initially he was ready to accuse you all of leading a coup against us. The ships are small, they're not really massively meant to run over a kingdom, but and you see the kind of like Triton general step forward like, that's enough out of you, you fucking dance around the subject, you pansy. Alright, which one of you is in charge of this here outfit?
Who's eating?
This ain't no time for eating. Give me that fucking leader of the outfit or I'm gonna start getting real antsy.
So these are ships that are not our own. Like we didn't come with them.
Affirmative. You were on a ship that seemed to be outlined to be in property of that nation village where you all came from. But these 2 ships be flying flags that don't recognize any nation or country. I want answers.
Okay.
And I won't settle for talking to anyone that isn't the leader of this here outfit. Now, which one of you chocolate fucks is the leader?
And that's me.
I pointed. Yeah, I pointed.
Excellent. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Biggest and strongest must have the biggest brain. All right, big fella. I need you to tell me what's going on. Do you affiliate yourself with any unknown ships or vessels that have moored themselves on top of my kingdom? Or, sorry, the Empress's kingdom. I don't mean to speak out of turn. I'm just very concerned about the surface dwellers that have arrived, and then coincidentally, an entire duo of ships have arrived after they arrived.
Yes, we have absolutely no clue what that's all about. We absolutely, as of right now, can tell you that we are not affiliated with them. I would love to be of service to you and go speak to the land dwellers, as I'm sure that they would offer me up an explanation if I were to go speak to them.
All right, fair enough. Now, what can you say about one of your own going up there and joining them ships?
Was it, describe this one for me.
Well, he had a long, dark brown, greasy hair, like tan complexion, bit of an accent.
Aiden.
I don't know this boy's name, but he just kind of climbed up on the ships and looked like he was welcomed warmly.
Yeah.
I told you he was bad.
Aiden. He's
That's what I
betrayed
was
us.
afraid of.
He betrayed us. I knew
Sounds
it.
like we're being
He joined
betrayed.
that cult. He joined
I
that
told you,
cult.
and nobody believed me. I told you he was bad.
You were right.
Why do you think I
The
kept
beginning.
on questioning him? I was getting bad
Sure wasn't.
vibes.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Aragon, for
Mhm.
being one of the only people to actually believe me.
Mm-hmm. Very easy to say all this stuff after the fact.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Very. But who wants to go destroy their boats?
I mean, yeah, I
No one?
absolutely want to go up there and see what the heck is going on.
Yep.
Sweet.
We'll sink that stupid shit.
Hell yeah.
Not a fan of being lied to and scaring our new friends here.
I know.
Very well then. I'll arrange for a squad to take you over to the surface entrance. Let you all go up at your own time. Let you all rest up first. However, and I'll say this only in the strict professionalism of being a general of this here nation underwater. If I find out any of you had something to do with this, I'll kill all of you personally.
Understandable.
Understood,
I would
sir.
expect nothing less.
Excellent. Well then, other than that, y'all be, apart from the champion, be excused from this here chambers, because, well, I think that there mermaid man has to measure that boy for his new outfit.
Cool.
What outfit is that?
You just hear Rex say, I'm sorry, what? It's like, yes. The betrothed champion usually has specific outfits to accompany the Empress's own sort of appearance. I'm sure you saw how Revenus looked. The combat, you will be fitted with a similar outfit with your own sort of personal coloration and accents, but I would request you come with me. Oh, sorry. It seems a seal got loose down here. He just puts it up. Someone get that seal! Please! Sorry about that. Either way, Mr. Arrakis, I will need you to come with me. For the time being, your friends will be able to rest and approach the ship at their leisure. If you wish to go with them, or if they wish for you to go with them, that is more than easily to be done, if at all possible. And you just see Arak kind of stand and be like, do you guys want me to go with you after you rest up, or?
I mean, the more hands, the better.
Alright. I guess I'll go get my measurements and then regroup with you all.
That sounds good.
Alright.
We're not complete without you.
Thank you, Lena. Alright then, Steward, do you have a name? I can't remember. I'm terribly sorry, but it's been a long day and I don't think I remember actually. It's fine, you can call me Gerald. Gerald, that's a really surface sounding name. Yes, I know, it's a surface sounding name.
Gerald?
Yes, my name is Gerald.
Why is
I
your name
love that for you.
Geraldine?
Well, because I'm not a woman. Why would my name be Geraldine?
I mean,
There's two names, Gerald and Dean.
Well, if
Yeah.
anything, I would prefer my name to be Dean. Because even though that's the surface name, that's at least a more, in my opinion,
What about-
cooler surface
I love
name.
what about
Gerald.
Dean? What about Dean Gerald?
Look,
Think about it.
we could speculate what my name could be until the sea cows come home, but that's not going to change anything.
There are cows that are in the sea.
Sea cows, they're called manatees.
Sea cows are manatees.
Yes.
I thought that those were mermaids.
No, I'm a mermaid, as he points to himself and his lower fish body.
I thought that they were.
I'm sorry, is your band performer friend alright? He doesn't seem right in the head.
He's never really right in the head.
I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not.
Alright
Okay,
then, you all go ahead and get your rest. I'll take you to an area. I'll take you back to the area we had you in before, and then I'll bring Mr. Arrakis to you all as well.
Do I get my health back in this?
Speaking out of character, yes, you all are getting a long rest.
Okay, cool.
Yay, long rest.
Empress is now on 2 days of resting. As a day will indeed pass. And with that, Mina,
Woo.
could you roll me a disadvantaged wisdom check? And Revan, when you get a minute,
Okay.
roll me a disadvantaged wisdom check -2.
-2?
Yes.
What?
We have 2 stones.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
So it's
I'm
-1.
trying to find my wisdom. Okay, +4. Oh goodness.
Well, that was a good one, finally.
What this?
Okay. Well, I fucking crushed it, so.
Alright, so it's supposed to be -2, but you can still, Revan, you'll see like a base.
Well, no, because I had a +1, so I did -2.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Mina,
Yeah.
you at the very least find yourself falling asleep very easily, very quickly, as opposed to the rest of the group. As you feel the kind of weightlessness of the water around you give way to a slight sort of sense of weight, as if being back on land. As you wake up back on shore, the entity known as Aqua Rock already sitting next to you, just sort of toes in the sand and the water, just sort of, just hanging out and then looking down. She's like, "Ah, finally awake. You doing all right?"
Yeah, doing all right. How are you feeling with everything?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just glad I can be of use to you. I see you're using the abilities and whatnot of breathing underwater and all that. It's good to be of use. I'm slightly impressed that Surface has been able to mimic both the ability of breathing underwater and moving underwater as well as I have. I must admit I feel a little, I guess, insignificant with that in mind. But other than that, I'm very glad you're doing well. I see you not only won some sort of underwater joust between locals, but it seems one of your friends has been thrusted into some sort of incredible situation, which I must admit is rather remarkable. The few times I've encountered people of the depths, they've been confusing for the most part.
What do you think about the Ancient One?
Oh well, I have limited knowledge as as a sort of entity by myself, but I've heard of the Ancient One. I've heard of his escorts, his escapades, how he existed before the time of the gods itself, before he was an incredibly powerful being, and how he sort of relegated to I wouldn't say weaker status, but he's not on level with gods. He is an interesting entity in itself, but from what I remember, he does not seek destruction. I think he simply seeks recognition, which, what I assume, he's gotten with this kingdom of the depths.
Indeed. Okay. Thank you for your perspective. I appreciate that.
That was quite alright. I'm just glad I can actually give you information that's helpful, but I feel like I've been of no use up until now, but with information about the underwater and
That's not
the kingdom,
true.
I feel like I provide something for us.
Well, I'm glad that you're feeling good about all of us being under here. And it's always nice to feel useful. I know that feeling.
Thank you.
You're very useful to us, Mina.
Who is that? As Aragon's just on the beach.
That's what I always wish Aragon would say to me.
Yes.
Now, let's be honest. Aragon, his character's a little omniscient, so just roll with it.
Who is this golden man that looks like a
No.
dragon?
This is my dream version. This is my dream version of Aragon, who says the nice things to me that I always wanted to hear.
He's got like perfectly coiffed hair. He's got like a chiseled jaw, even more so than his normal one.
What?
Either way, the entity knows Aqua Rock sit there with the dream version of Aragon and you and just chat. And if you don't have any questions for her, she'll let you go back to sleep.
Okay. That sounds good.
Alright, and Reverend, since you got 2 18s, both the stones are just letting you have a nap. So with that, you all get your long rest in.
Awesome.
Let me just mark that off for the other characters. Arrakis gets long rest and an outfit. The Empress gets long rest. Where there it is. And Revenus, I can close his tab because he's somewhere else.
Eaten.
Bye bye.
Far somewhere else. Not dead, just somewhere else. Either way, you all eventually wake up. The steward kind of like waiting in the kind of entrance hall where you all would meet if, after you wake up from your separate sleeping chambers. He's like, yes, hello. Hope you all are doing alright. The 2 ships up top have not moved. There's a considerable number of people. If you all wish to be escorted by members of the Shark Guard, that is something we can do. Or if you all wish to go up by yourselves, that is also something that we can allot for. It's up to you all.
I think
think
maybe
that
keep
if
the
we
Shark
were-
Guard ready in case, but we don't want to scare them off by bringing the Shark Guard.
All right.
Well, don't we want to prove like to them that like we're on their side, to bringing them with us?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, we should
might-
bring this. We should bring.
Very well.
You're right. Yeah,
Just-
Mina, that's a
just
good
so
call.
that they
Let's
feel
bring the
better.
Shark Guard with us.
Very well. We had a detachment ready to assist. So, along with them and Mr. Arrakis, if you all are ready, I will show you to the entrance, and then I shall get to the bottom and be ready to bring you back here if you all come back down.
All right.
Sounds good.
That's the steward of the depths will lead you towards the entrance. You're pretty much swimming through that very immaculate sort of open ocean city that's on screen at the moment. People sort of like nodding to you all as you walk past. A few people being like, "Oh, I put that asshole in check," and a few other people being like, "Man, they just fucking sent him to the Shadow Realm." So with
The
that,
respect.
you all eventually, along with Arrakis, and I will have to change the tokens on the screen, but are led to top side and are allowed to swim up. Like this. Where's Aiden? There he is. Put him on his perspective boat.
Oh, this fucker. God damn it.
As you all can put yourselves near Arrakis. Let me just look at the Shark Guard. And the thing about the Shark Guard is not only are you flanked by members of the Shark Guard, you are also flanked by a couple of great white sharks.
Good.
We'll need all of it.
Fun.
Just like I like.
love sharks. Oh, hey, one of those guys over there looks very familiar, Revan.
Damn it.
To be honest, he kind of looks badass. Aiden does, but
Oh, yes, I'm
I'm not
glad
gonna
you
admit
noticed.
that to his face. I can admit that to his face. Ever.
Wait, where is he?
He's on the right.
Wait,
You see that bird person
You
next to
can-
the ship captain, the pirate that's familiar?
that?
No,
That's Aiden?
this.
That's Aiden?
That's Aiden.
What the hell?
That
You all,
absolute asshole.
you along with a couple of sharks and members of the Shark Guard surface, the sharks kind of circling, as 2 ships, one kind of larger warship type boat and a smaller sort of, sailing vessel, have pulled up and anchored off the small little sandbars that signify the entrance to the underwater kingdom, and you see two familiar faces. At least Revan sees two familiar faces. And standing on this boat are Aiden Dune, the former member of your group, and Captain, I believe his name is Captain Bloodbeak, Revan's old ship captain, standing on this boat with not only pirates, but men dressed in strange, sort of cult-like uniforms. And a few of the cultists familiar from a scuffle you had in the streets where you nearly burnt down a block.
Well, it's a good thing we have a bunch of water here, Vaneth. You can't burn anything down.
Bet.
As you all kind of start to surface, you see
Those
Aiden.
boats look like they're made out of wood.
It's a Aiden.
Oh, I just mean outside of the boats.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
As you all sort of start to surface, you see Aiden sort of saunter up towards the bow or the railing of one of the boats and just kind of lean over. Is like, well, howdy. You know, I know this may not be the best time, but I figured I'd introduce you to some of my friends I met through the book club. And
Wait. Sorry, wait. Is there somebody talking? I can't tell. It just seems like this little bitch boy who's all salty and thinks he's cool now.
Yeah, your captain
Definitely
here told me
helping
you're
things.
quite the bastard, Revan. I already told him I knew that. But either way, I figured this might be at least a slightly opportune time to put everyone's cards on the table.
Wait, is he still talking? I'm confused. Does he really think we care about what he has to say?
You were all
It's
How
kind of
did I get mixed up in our personal problems?
Yeah, sorry, Eris.
You're,
God, only me and Aragon were actually there with Aiden.
Of course.
It's true, yeah, this is somewhat new to me.
I
Yeah.
stepped to the sidelines for this.
Nope. Hearing him now.
I
You just,
don't know if they care.
Eris, you just see Arax kind of lean over. He's like, I mean, if you want to just like sink back down, I think you can still breathe underwater. But like this seems intense. Not as intense as the thing we saw yesterday, but you know, it's intense.
Well, we can call
Right.
on monsters as well.
Yeah, what's anybody have our dragon whistle?
As you guys are kind of going through your stuff, you
How
do
about
see
that? I love that.
Revan. You see the
Doesn't
familiar
it take him like time?
Revan,
Yeah.
as you kind of like signify for that to happen, you see your old kind of ship captain and mentor kind of step up, the Aarakocra vampire bird kind of stand up and look to you like, your fucking big ass friend over there burnt half me crew and ship. I had to go looking for very strange fellows to bring on board, and let's just say I found your peculiar friend here and felt that he could be of service to me and my new masters. And I very much like the opportunity, Revan, to either A, feel your skull crush beneath my talons, or B, make amends. I always thought you were a good boy, a good first mate, someone who was good at taking orders and dealing out orders very well. You ask no questions and kill indiscriminately. So makes you such a good pirate. Such a good pirate. Your eagerness, your willingness to just end a man's life. It reminds me of myself, Raven. Now, what say
Man.
you in your...
I remember this very differently. I thought you just played the guitar.
What do you probably know about you, moron? Playing the guitar? We're not...
I mean, you can call me a moron all you want, but you're the one that doesn't have guns, and I do.
Oh, is that so? Perhaps, yes, you have 2 little pistols there on your side that you stole from me as a bastard you are, but I've got something other than guns to throw at you. You see all these fancily dressed bastards on my boats.
Yeah. Yeah, we
that's-
burned all. Actually, more than those very quickly. So.
What, you burned 4 or 5 of them?
No, we burned an entire ship's worth. You can ask your friend over there. He was there, and then I peed on his head.
Oh no, Revan, that's not the same guy. That's just a token for like
Oh, okay,
mate,
sorry.
first mate. That's just a boss
Okay.
token.
Okay, it looks like the same guy. So
I know it is, because it's like, I didn't want to look up a second token for like, oh hey, this is a ship captain, first mate who has this X amount of stats.
No, fair enough.
Because that guy's just straight up dead. You guys
Apologies.
killed that
I'll
guy.
pee on his head later then.
Right. I see you're still a fucking annoying bastard, so I'll let's lay our cards on the table then, because Mr. Aiden really wanted to savor this moment, but for fuck's sake, I have a job to do. What we simply want is that purple fella right there. You let us have him, and we'll be on our way.
Absolutely not. You will die a painful death before you touch him.
I
Can
go
I have
over.
one?
I go over to him and I say, "I'm sorry I got you in this mess, buddy, but don't you worry. I'm not going anywhere."
I mean, I appreciate that, but we could just swim down.
Oh, for sure, but we'd have to deal with them at some point. So
True, but
no time like the present.
I don't, Revan, if I can be candid with you, I don't think they're gonna try and assault this while spread in an underwater kingdom. Like, I think this is just like
A show of power.
Yeah, at the very least, this is just like a demo of like, oh hey, here we are. Hey, what the fuck are you all talking
Hey,
about?
guys. I have a
Hey,
question.
Aiden.
Yes, what's your question?
Oh, can't we just, like a whisper, can't we just, like, call the god, the wind god or whatever he was? We're buddy with.
The dragon or Cthulhu?
The old god. is
The
what
the
she's
one who
asking.
led us here in the first place.
Oh, the storm giant.
Oh, the
She's talking about
giant?
The storm giant.
Yeah.
That's right. We got a giant. We got a dragon.
Well,
we got a
funnily
big
enough, the
fucking
storm
snake.
It
giant.
takes them time to get to us.
And that is true, but the storm giant never gave you a way to like immediately call him. He just like gave you his name, and if you're ever talking to giants of his kind, like, hey, tell them you're friends of Ulcros.
So if we say
Yes,
his name
so
3
not-
times in a mirror, will he show up?
No, nothing.
You
will
have to
happen.
spin around,
Ooh,
though.
that's a good question.
Yeah, you have to spin around after you say it 3 times.
Do we have a magic lantern?
No.
You have to tap your toes together.
Yes. Not your heels, your toes.
There's no place.
Yeah.
Like
Gotta do a little dance.
So I
Make a
say
little love get down tonight.
I wanna say something to Aiden.
do it.
Hey, Aiden,
Hey.
sweetheart, you know that you're just being used. You know that you're not actually benefiting from this arrangement. They are using you 100%. I understand that you don't like Revan. You have every reason to hate him and want to get revenge against him. But also, these people,
Absolutely.
they are fucking using you, and they're gonna toss you aside the moment that you are no longer useful to them.
Kind of
Mina,
like I was gonna do.
dear Mina. I'm gonna just say this once, simply because, well, I didn't lie to you. I found religion. I found people that are part of me, and we found these other groups, so I'm just gonna give you this slight example. As Mina right in front of you, just coiling up from the sand as a like black powdered ash just forms in front of you, floating. Pretty much a second Aiden holding an equally large kind of like scythe-like weapon, just looking down at you, just like. Oh,
I use hold on. I cast press oh god, whatever it is. Minor
Prestidigitation.
illusion. And I make another version. Hold on. Of myself. But this one is slightly smaller. How do I make it smaller?
Oh, I love it. Let's just troll the fuck out of him. Please.
How do I make it smaller? I don't know how to make it smaller. But yes, I make a second version of myself.
Alright.
And I look at him.
I have multi-attack. So, first one is, I mean, I guess it is at disadvantage, so.
Oh, wait, is he attacking me?
Yeah, he's giving you an example. So 2d20 plus 4. Mina, I'm assuming a 10 will miss.
10 misses.
Alright, second attack still at disadvantage. Let's see, that is a 9 plus 4. 13. Does a 13 hit?
13 does hit.
Alright, so firstly, Mina, you're taking 7 points of damage, and you lose.
No, it hits my clone thing.
Well, that's what the disadvantage is for. If it hits your armor class, then it hits you. Like your minor illusion causes the disadvantage outright, but if it hits your armor class, then it hits your armor class.
Okay. All right, 7 points of damage.
And you lose 1 point from your strength level. You don't have to like change your strength. Just mark it down in your notes that you now have 1 off of your strength until you take a long rest. As this shadow just slices a scythe through you.
Ouch. I'm gonna put
I get really pissed off, and I aim my gun at Aiden, and I say, "You better back the fuck off right now."
All right. Snaps his fingers and shadows.
How about that?
Yeah, I'm glad that you can do, your little magic shit, but you'll always still be a little shit beneath my foot. Go fuck yourself.
That bitch got
It's
really
fine with you messing with me, but you don't mess with them.
Oh, is that right? Good to see you so well put, Revan. Maybe read a fucking dictionary sometime. Learn some new insults other than just potty mouth.
Oh, trust me. I can use a lot more sophisticated language, but it's not worth wasting my breath or brain power on somebody as dumb as you.
Ooh.
I think you forget I could have put a bullet in your brain at any time, and I didn't. You also cleaned up my shit. Remember that, too.
That I'll have to admit, yeah. I did indeed use
How do your friends feel about the fact that you're a shit cleaner?
I have to admit, yes, I did use
A
Revan's
poop
rag
wiper.
to clean his guns, to clean up his shit.
Aiden, I'll say I'll never really
That's
had a problem with
impossible.
you, but I absolutely have one now.
Yeah, Aiden, see, you try to make a claim like that, but the problem is my guns were always with me, and I wasn't always there.
But your rag wasn't.
Oh!
I don't clean my guns with a rag, so
So
that's
what the
fine.
fuck do you clean it with? What, you just stick your tiny prick dick in it and you just clean it that way?
Got
You
I
know
guess
what?
you must have gotten
Thank you,
me.
Aragon.
Kinda
At the
weird.
very least, when it comes down to it, I won't kill you. I'll at least give you the option. Because you know what? You're always an equal sport.
You see that, Aragon? He thinks that he can
What
kill
about
you.
me?
That's what's
Well,
hilarious.
Mina, you challenged me, right? Hey, if you really want, I'll give you a second chance too. I just had to prove that I was a better magic user than you.
Ouch.
Did I do anything?
What was that, Meredith?
That's kind of insulting. You know, I'm kind of tired of this conversation. I'm ready to leave, and for you guys to leave. I really don't think that you're worth this effort, dude.
Alright. You know what?
And I
You
start
see
swimming
the
down.
captain kind of step up in front of him like, alright, I'll let the boy talk. You all had the civil option. We'll make anchor and sail out of here, but just know, you have quite a few groups after you now. And we will get that boy from you.
I mean, at the moment, you're actually challenging all of the underwater kingdom, so you better watch your fucking mouth.
Oh, right, because they're fucking loyal to you, surface people.
Actually, funny enough,
Sweetheart, when you're in
you
a
just
boat,
missed it. It's so funny. It's so funny because there's
The
this big
ancient
guy.
one.
There's this big guy, right, who can literally just flick his finger and kill you. And he just blessed the purple guy to take over the kingdom. So yes,
Yeah,
is
you
what would
are
happen.
taking on all of that, and when you're on
You
a
would-
when you are on a ship, sweetheart,
Oh, they
you
don't
are
like
not
pirates,
on
by the
your
way.
turf. You're not on your turf. You're on their turf.
So you got a fancy fucking god. So do they. In fact, the north side, we got 2, technically.
I cannot wait until you just have to clean my shit with Aiden forever. 'Cause that's what's going to happen.
While being peed on.
Revan, I'm not gonna lie. It genuinely hurts me to want to kill you this badly, but I'm gonna wear your fucking skull as a code piece. Now, you all can fuck off back to your underwater fancy land.
Hey,
Weigh
listen,
anchor!
you
As you see the
you
ship's
do
mast
not
start
talk to me
move.
like that. The reason I took this shit is because I knew the evil that you would do with it. So go fuck yourself.
I think I will. And I'll have your
Good.
skull right on my mantle to watch as they start to sail away.
Well, that was fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, I finally created a bastard for a villain.
Ugh.
I finally
keep
did it. I
telling
gave
you.
you guys a guy genuinely to just hate.
Well, I always hated Aiden, so.
Well, not Aiden, but just the entire crew that he's now part of. And he's part of 2 evil cult crews now. And pirates.
Fine.
Such a little man to need to feel
Well,
that.
I'm not gonna lie. I felt like Aiden becoming a villain was, like, predestined.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
I honestly
Absolutely.
think that you know, that was kind of where he was going even from the start.
Right, and I feel bad because if he ever does want to join, I'll have to have him make a new character. But this just feels so right.
It does. It does.
It does.
Oh.
This feels like the correct decision.
Oh,
Yeah.
quick question.
It's okay. I can't wait to put a bullet in his brain.
We have a quick question in
Aw.
chat. Who's the Shadow Boy in this campaign? You just saw him. It was Aiden.
Yeah.
He's in this
Shadow
Maybe
campaign.
to
Boy.
level
and,
up here a little bit.
I don't mean to spoil too much for you guys, but for people in chat asking that question, Aiden is one of the Sons of Shadows. And with that,
Ooh.
you guys level up as you finish the underwater.
Finally!
Level
I don't
up.
have to ask for it this time.
You all start to swim back down to the Empress's kingdom. Arak is still kind of in the Empress's throne room, kind of watching over. Oh, actually, no, he was with you, and he just leads you back in there, along with the steward. He's just like, okay, what the fuck was that then? What do we, is that like a serious threat? Like, what do we do?
Oh, that is a very serious threat.
It's one of the 4 serious threats that we have to deal with. Don't worry, it'll be the lesser of the 4.
Okay.
Honestly, they are nothing in comparison to that giant enemy, or the dragon thing. So, you know.
That's fair. But, like,
It'll be fine. Plus, you're protected now. Not only by us and our kingdom, but also the underwater kingdom.
So can we
They're not
talk
gonna
about
be able to touch
getting
you.
a champion from you guys now, since you know, kind of in bed with you, one could say.
Well, if you all don't mind the Empress, I think just need maybe another day or 2 to recover. If you're all willing to stay down here and just relax, perhaps use our facilities to better your own abilities, I'm sure the Empress will be more than happy to converse about that.
Okay.
Yes, I can do that.
I do apologize for the inconvenience, but I've seen this happen once before at the Empress. It usually takes them out for quite a while.
No, that's okay.
That's alright.
I promise you though, as soon as she's awake, I will bring you all in so we can have a discussion.
That sounds good to me.
So, with that, what would the group do for the next 2 days while having an entire empire, or at least empire capital at their disposal?
I need to get some magic or something, either on my guns or something, because to deal with Aiden, I'm going to have to actually be more than just a crack shot. So
Alright.
I'm going to have to figure that out.
Alright. So
Yeah.
Revan wants to go do like an enchanter?
I don't know. I would kind of like to learn a couple spells potentially. I don't necessarily want to be a wizard or anything, but there are some, or maybe not even spells, just skills that I need. Because right now I'm pretty limited in what I can do.
Does that mean you're gonna either like pick some spells for your class or multi-class?
I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to decide. I think I need to get more healing stuff than spell stuff. Because we've got plenty of other spellcasters. So I probably need to buckle down on the healing.
Vanith is going to try and look for something that will let him cast spells while he's raging.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh, that would be
That's an
ideal.
impossible one.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
but he's a multi-class, and he would absolutely love to be able to do that.
All right. Okay, so we got Revan, Mita, Vanith, Eris, and Aragon. Anything you guys want to do? What are we thinking?
Say that again.
For the next 2 days, is there anything that Aragon and/or Eris would like to do, to, like look into magic-wise or power-wise, or current?
Yeah, I would love to figure out a way. I would love to figure out now that we're leveling up. I need another ability aside from this fire breath that I've been rocking with for like 4 seasons here.
Okay.
That's how I feel too.
I like my weapons are fine, but I would really love like some other option, especially since the fire breath was useless the last 3 streams underwater.
That is fair. I did literally build a small side campaign so Vanith could use fire, forgetting that Aragon
Yeah,
used
this
fire.
fully is at me.
Is that something I need to do in the time off? Figure out what I can upload.
Yes, it is something you can look into during the time off, and I'll have you each roll once I finish leveling up your current associates that can be leveled up. Oh, SAB doesn't get anything for level 7 other than remarkable athlete. Okay. What about Empress? Yeah, no, she's a higher level, so she does not level up either. Soracus. Eris, is there anything
I sent you a text, Chandler, on what I think I want to try.
Alright, let me just... Where did I put my phone? There it is. Oh! Okay, Rob.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm responding.
Alright.
But Eris, is there anything you'd like to try? And I know you said you were going to be a little busy this evening, but is there anything you would like to look into? Like maybe something for your armor, something for your fighting style, or anything special?
I would like to learn how to throw my hammer.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Now, quick question. Since it would be easy, like, as a warrior of your skill level, you'd be able to throw the hammer. But are you looking for an enchantment to make the hammer come back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like
a boomerang.
Chain. Yeah, but that would be cooler than a chain that you have to pull it back. Although swinging it around by the chain would be really cool.
Or kind of just like Thor's hammer, I guess.
Yeah, like a returning hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, just write it down. Oh, there we go. Just something. All right, we're going to go down the list. We're not going to start with Revan, because that's a special thing I now have in mind. But Mina, over these next 2 days, you're looking for more like kind of healing-based items and stuff like that. I need you to roll me 1d20.
All right. Yikes.
Oh, boy. So, you being an adventurous and even a sort of caravan trader type sort, you think like, yeah, there's shops down here that you've seen. There's, trade to be done. You think like, okay, I may not have the exact currency, but there's probably some transition that you can do to, make some trades going. With a 4, sadly, a lot of the Triton merchants don't have exactly what you're looking for, like healing-based magic items or healing-based potions or things like that.
Yeah.
With a 4, the best you get is what's called a bag of resilient leeches. And this is basically leeches that don't need constant water, that if applied can can either give advantage or remove a disadvantage to a medicine check at a later date. So basically, if someone is injured and you need to do a medicine check, you can apply the leeches to either make it a straight roll or a advantage roll.
Okay.
Okay, so bag
All
of
right.
leeches.
Okay, let me. I gotta write that down.
And they take like at least maybe 3 gold for it.
Okay. Got it.
Alright, up next is Vanith, looking
Yo.
for something to let him cast spells while raging. I need you to roll me a d20. Just a straight d20.
Oh, 5.
Oh,
God. This is so sad.
Yeah.
I've been wanting this for so long.
Man.
I mean, to be fair, I
Brutal.
played a wizard barbarian once, and I was told, like, yeah, you can't cast spells while raging. Like, oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, truly, it's so sad.
So at this point, Vanith, you go around as best you can, even in the castle and the bursts and whatnot, trying to beseech people for any type of information, and it's just a lot of people coming up short, like being like, I'm sorry, Surface Dweller, but I know not how to do that. Just even people like you come across like barbarians in the aquatic military. There's like I don't know if that's possible, and you come across wizards down here. There's like I don't know how that would be feasible. Just and unfortunately because of the location, they don't have any like pointers in any directions to learn this type of skill.
Amazing.
I do apologize because I know even Mina with the 4 got like leeches, but there's just like there's a big difference where like I'm looking for healing stuff versus I want to break
Yeah.
my class.
I understand.
Alright, thanks, buddy. I'm sorry. But next
Maybe
up,
someday.
maybe if you find the right person who points in the right direction. But either way, up next is Aragon. I need you to roll me a d20.
All right. All right, that's pretty decent.
15. And you said you were just looking for like a new ability. Is there any specific thing you'd want to try and find, or is there like a specific element?
I'd love to have something that helps me at greater distances. All my attacks are like super in close, aside from the fire. So I'd like something, if possible, that can let me, attack from like medium distance, like 15 feet.
Okay. I just wrote that down. Okay. So Aragon. With the 15, the few Tritons and aquatic folk that you speak to, you're looking for sort of a person who can teach you how to better like use your kind of prowess and skill, but at a more versatile range. And It isn't until you see one that has a bit more of a sunbird's tan to him, with a sort of like symbol of an octopus upon his shoulder, as he kind of looks to you. It's like, I don't know if you're from Otrafir or not, but a little south of the Draconic capital, I ran across this character. This man who was a proficient fighter in both close-ranged and medium-ranged combats. An incredible sort of man who wore the mantle of both a bat, an owl, and a bear. He sort of had only the bat as an accent that was more recently added, but he told himself the owl bear man. He was peculiar, but I feel like if there's anyone you're going to try and learn from, he'd probably be the best man to point you at.
Excellent. Very nice. I will I'll absolutely seek him out.
Just whenever you're in a Drakenvale, keep close to the crime-ridden areas. You may be able to spot him.
Say that again.
I was gonna say, if you're ever in Drakenvale, keep close to the kind of crime-ridden areas. It's usually where he strikes.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
All right, and with that, Eris, second to last you. Go ahead and roll me 1d20.
Okay.
Well, the Triton of the creature, the sea folk of the deep, sort of hear your request, and they sort of say to you, like, well, we're not. I mean, we usually deal with the nets and ropes, but for surface sort of proficiencies like that, there is indeed a sort of group or company that specializes in not only special defense methods, but even improving of weapons. Have you heard of the Trask Corporation? And Sid and Eris, you can roll this with advantage.
Ooh.
Okay, what's the advantage?
Basically, you get to roll the roll twice and take the better number.
Okay.
So this is like an intelligence or a history check for you, whichever set's better. Okay, we got a 5 and a 15. Yes, Eris, you are familiar with the corporation known as the Trask Foundation or the Trask Company. It goes by many names. But to the south of the Dwarven Kingdom of Broadhammer is the capital of Solotane, and you know that not only are they a very militarized sort of nation, but they definitely put up an individual who specializes not only advanced military kind of designs, but even the building of automatons to help defend the streets and people from any type of monsters, and this person being Anthony Trask. And usually it is difficult to get a one-on-one with him. And even when you go to like one of the stores or something like that, the sort of quality of getting the exact enchant you want is a little difficult. But you know that if anyone were to kind of be able to masterfully create the sort of effect you are looking for of the returning hammer, it would definitely be him and his company.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right, and last but not least, we have Revan. Revan.
That's me.
Upon the second night of your sort of escapades going around the end of our kingdom, trying to find as much atonement to the evil Emperor Scourge as you could possibly find, you sort of cobble together this sort of altar of what you'd think would appease him, various fruits that are high in citrus and whatnot. And I need you to roll me 1d100.
Alright, here we go, baby. It's my favorite number. Can I get something special?
No.
Roll is it?
No, it wasn't.
74?
Yeah!
Revan. There is about to be a choice for you to make.
Oh god.
Do you do you unequip and unattune to the stones, or do you hold on to those?
Can I ask why first, since I feel like my character would probably know what this decision is?
Okay, if you ask why, I'll need you to roll me another D100. But if you don't ask why, something is going to reach out to you that kind of pushes other things out of the way.
All right. First off, before I make this decision, I'm gonna say fuck you for putting me in this position. Because I know what you're trying to do right now. I can still keep the stones though by
Yeah, you can have
right?
them. It's just you may not be able to use them as well.
I mean, I could use them later, right?
Who knows? This is a very interesting situation you've put me in, Rob. I mean, Revan.
I don't know what you're discussing. Maybe you should accept the roles, man.
Oh yeah, maybe I should just accept everyone wants a god made for them. Who knows? I need an answer, Rob.
Oh man, this is quite. You're putting me on the spot here, dude.
You put me on the spot.
I didn't ask for. Okay, give
yes,
me.
You
Don't
did. This is what you asked for.
I was hoping we would discuss it.
No, we have to lay the foundation
That's okay,
before
though.
the discussion.
Oh fuck me! All right, I'm on tuning then. Doing it.
Okay. There's a level of clarity brought to your mind as you're kind of sitting at this altar of fruit, as you kind of like just put the stones aside on your bed and just sort of like pray hard. And initially, what was a joke to you like before is now something you don't fully believe in and think, yeah, this is a thing that can help me. This is a thing that if I devote myself to, I can really help people. I can spread this word of this message, of this symbol through my actions. I can definitely provide a service to the world. And as you kind of start to realize that, you kind of look up, and you're out in the deep, deep ocean. Nothing around you for miles. Maybe a coral, maybe a reef. A few bits of seaweed floating by as you kind of feel something stomping behind you towards you.
I turn around.
You see this amalgamate of what seems to be congealed algae and sea moss and various other things of sea life cobbled together. 4 arms sprouting from its back, towering at about 9 feet tall as it looks down at you on your knees and just says, "You are Revan."
Sorry, could you speak up?
You are Revan.
That is correct.
Through your pleads and cries, I exist. I am stirred.
Let's go. Oh, I knew you were real. I knew it. I was telling everybody. I've been spreading your word.
Silence.
Lord Scurv.
It is alright. And now, our will shall be done. For every opponent we could cross, you will forcefully force lemons and limes down their throats. And you will ensure that no one suffers from scurvy. And you, Revan, shall live on in eternity.
Oh, I'm so in, and I pull out the orange that I've had in my pocket all day and eat it in front of him as a sign of respect.
Now, arise, Revan, champion of Lord Scurv.
I weep.
Don't cry, the salt water will get into your eyes and make you dehydrated.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I wiped the tears
crying.
away instantly. Instantly wiped the tears away.
Hold on, I think I have a piece of cloth that is. No, wait, that won't work. It's covered in salt water. Just stop crying. As he puts his arms around and starts to shake. Just stop it.
Oh my god.
Now. We have work to do.
Absolutely. I'm
There
in.
are gods and monsters that look to your destruction. And we will show them proper hydration and diet is undefeatable.
I take my guns out and shoot them in the air.
Yes! Use your weird sticks to make noise. I don't know what those are, but they're glorious.
They serve you, Lord Scurv.
Good man, now. The time for celebration is not. As he puts both of his hands on your, he puts two hands on your shoulders and then cups your face with the other two hands. Now, sleep. Sleep, my boy. And remember, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But
You are the most divine of divines. I sleep like a fucking baby.
I wasn't done.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. As you pet you on it, it's fine. You just really need to learn not to talk over me.
I'm sorry, you were a little too quiet, my lord.
I'm sorry, I'll whisper in your ear. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. But eat a constant line and you'll always feel fine. Now, sleep. Damn it, I said go to sleep.
Oh, I thought I was sleeping. Sorry.
No, you're still awake. Go to sleep.
I go to sleep.
There you go. Oh, my throat hurts so much.
You have no one to blame but yourself for that.
No, I blame the fact that I started watching
It's
Ninja
true.
Bros again and decided to base Lord Scurv off the Monarch.
Oh, God. I'm so happy.
But with that,
I hate
that is
this.
everyone's. That is everyone's sort of
Wait.
things for the 2 days. As you all.
Does that fulfill the thing I was texting you about, by the way?
Let me double check. Let me double check this before I go to the next scene. I want some clarification, but basically it has fulfilled what you asked for your level up.
Let's go.
But with that, you all awake after 2 days of sort of going about the town and the city. Revan, you feel as if there's 2 sets of footprints wherever you go. As you feel lightened and even lifted off the ground at some points. But either way, you are summoned to the Empress's chambers. Arrakis sort of now adorned in what looks to be somewhat similar to what Revanus was wearing, but it's a little bit more customized. And he's also had a bit of a haircut. Let me see if I can't find the photo, if I can just quickly show it on stream.
While you're doing that, can I talk to Vanith for 30 seconds?
Sure, go right ahead, man.
I turned to Vanith and I said, "You're not going to believe what happened last night."
Don't you have a girlfriend?
Yes. But this might be better.
Oh. Please tell.
Our Lord Scurv, he's real. He visited me last night and blessed me and said we must make sure that everybody stays well hydrated with their vitamin C and that an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
It was a divine message last night, Vanith. I swear.
Why wouldn't you talk about apples?
Right?
They
Yeah.
have vitamin C in them as well. It's okay.
You forgot the second half.
I couldn't hear it, to be completely honest with you.
The quote I was trying to say was, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but every once in a while, a good lime makes you feel fine.
Okay, I say that as well.
Nice.
I put the back of my hand on Revan's head to make sure he doesn't have a fever.
Roll a medicine check.
Amazing medicine. Oh.
Also, quickly show it off. This is here, I'll just put it on the roll 20. This is what Arrakis is used. Oh.
Oh.
He kind of now has this weird kind of like Triton armor around him. He's confused about it, and he now has a ring, and he has a haircut.
Interesting.
And it looks like he might have boobs.
Well, you know, Hero Forge, I thought the armor looked cool, and it looked cooler on the Triton, but then on Arrakis...
Oh, it looks awesome.
Well, Arrakis looks like he has breasts.
That's okay.
But yeah, Vanith...
It's okay.
Revan feels...
Dirty 20.
He feels perfectly fine.
Damn.
Kind of
Wait,
like
what was the last part?
What was that, Revan?
And a lime what? What's the last part? And a lime what?
And every once in a while, a lime makes you feel fine. The slogan has changed, but the idea is the same. Just it's apples and limes.
Jeez.
People are gonna.
I like it.
Even
I like
now
it.
that I
I'm
think
here
we
for
have
it.
finally a following of people that watch this, I think they're gonna watch it back and be like, "The fucking slogan changed 3 times." It's like, I don't know. This is made up on the spot.
I liked it.
But with that, do you guys approach the now awake Empress about a champion joining you on your escapades?
Absolutely.
Alright, so you walk in, you see that Arrakis and her were talking, and kind of like, they both kind of sit up. Arrakis kind of pulling his hand back from her, and kind of just like sitting properly in the seat. As she looks, she's like, well, I'm glad y'all stuck around. I hope I didn't scare you with my friend coming in.
No, not at all. It was an honor to meet the Ancient One.
That's very good to hear. But my, well, Arrakis tells me you're looking for somebody to join you on a bit of a fight topsides.
That is correct, Your Highness. We could use somebody from your group to help us going forward. For a little while.
The few people I would have recommended, I don't really trust no more. The people I think would make a good fit aren't strong enough. And my best champion, as she kind of reaches to Arrakis and puts her hand on the shoulder, currently is already with you, so I'm thinking perhaps it's time the Empress took a bit of a sabbatical and walked about a bit.
What?
And she kind of like sits up.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Besides, it'll give us a good time to, what was it you said, go steady? Yeah, I just figured a little bit of extra time for us to actually, spend together. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I was like, no, it's fine. I don't mind it.
That's cute.
Oh, I appreciate that. But don't say that in front of any of my subjects, or else I'll have to, get really bitchy with you.
That's okay. It'll give me plenty of time to convince you to follow our Lord and Savior Scurf.
Look, I mean, I'm open to freedom of religion. That's one of the things I plan on enacting before I leave. But, maybe dial it down just a bit.
I'll do that in a trade for you to not kill pirates. There was this very weird altercation where they thought I was a pirate. I'm not. I
was
just
in a
band
band
called the Pirates. And so if one of my friends comes here and they say that, people might kill them. So maybe you could kind of get rid of that rule.
Well, who's your friends that are gonna come here and say they're pirates? Good
well,
friends.
There's a guy who
like
plays.
Friends?
No, there's a guy who plays the guitar. He's.
Well, he needs to die.
Well, what's he look like?
He's
what's
a person.
That one does.
He's a bird person. It's okay. He probably is
So-
not coming underwater.
So don't kill the Birdman.
I mean,
Kill the
we can
Birdman.
kill him, but not for being in a band called the Pirates.
It doesn't matter. Kill him.
You see Rex be like, I'll explain it. We had a. Do you remember that thing I told you about with the two boats? Like, yeah, it involves that. Oh, okay. You have to talk to me about it before we get ready to go. I was like, I can do that.
So you're gonna get rid of the law that doesn't allow pirates and kills them instantly.
I mean, I'm not gonna get rid of it, but at the very least, I'll try and lobby for like proper trials and whatnot. Like, usually pirates are the worst of the worst that we have to, just. But if you really want it, like I can make it happen. I had a few policy changes I wanted to do anyhow.
I mean, that's clearly a very, very important one. I mean, life-changing for some people.
Well, okay, but you have to understand, pirates are real assholes to us.
I've never heard that in my life. They're always great.
Are you fucking kidding me? They dump their waste in our oceans. They piss and shit on our oceans. They aggressively hunt us, or at least our creatures of burden.
Can I admit that don't you guys piss and shit in the ocean too?
Well, that's because we're in the ocean. Like, if I was on land and someone says I'm shitting on the land, I'm not going to hold it against them. But pirates aren't from the ocean. They're from the land.
Yeah, but if
That's
they're
true. It's
going
like
over
litter.
the ocean, but what about when a seagull shits in the ocean?
Well, that's far more
That's
easily
a bird.
diluted.
That's an
That's a
animal.
void. Like, void's shit can be diluted. I'm not going to... Okay. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not going to discuss semantics about void shit and human shit or whatever it is.
Sorry, just the way that you said that was so good. Sorry, continue.
Look, I know I've been passed out for 3 days, but I'm not going to lie to you. I still have very strong opinions.
Oh, that's fine.
As you should, Your Highness.
I bow to her out of respect.
Thank you.
Wait, are we gonna have to bow to you if you come with us all the time, or is that gonna only be when we're down here?
Okay, down here the bowing, it's not necessary, but it's nice. Once we get topside, just respect me. Make sure if anyone who wants to step to us knows that step into the fucking Empress will be deep. They know that, but you don't have to bow all the time.
All right.
I'm not like one of those girls. Now, with that said, would you all mind giving us a minute so I can get changed?
Sure.
Great. Also, Royal Dupree, give us maybe 10 minutes. Gerald showed them out. Yes, Your Majesty. If you don't mind, please. Quick feet. Come on now. Move. As he's trying to usher you out of the room. And with that, I have one question for all of you before we end session for tonight. Since we've been going for a little while longer, where would you want to go after emerging from the depths?
You probably need to go back to the kingdom, because I thought the whole point was making the kingdom and the sea people be friends.
Yeah, we probably need to report back. A lot has happened.
So, back to Gilitra. Okay. If you all could do me a favor, because the Empress would only know so many spots to come out of on shore. You see this? Oh, let me actually move into the proper page. If you all could move your characters anywhere between this kind of open ocean spot, or if you would put yourselves directly on shore, you can do that too. I just need a point of reference for you all. That's the one there. Find the Empress. Oh, she is. All right. Aragon and Vanith, you guys still there?
Yes, of course.
If you're gonna place yourself where you think you'd be on the roll 20.
Oh, I'm here. Vanith, I do not. Is Vanith here?
No, he is not.
No, he had to
That's what I
leave.
thought.
That is
Yeah.
alright. We'll get his character down for next week.
That is okay.
I just want to do a fun thing before we close out for the night. Make sure you guys be a little.
Come on, you son of a bitch. There we go. Nice.
Okay, where's the recommending? There it is. That's close down. There it is. Right here. Aragon next to Eris. I'm assuming SAV is right next to you. He's getting everything placed down because guess what, everybody? While it's very minimalist this week, I wanted to show off something for next week.
Let's go.
If you're on stream, I need to adjust the camera. There we are. And let me stream this to you guys. There we are.
Ooh!
Oh,
Look
that's
at that
nice.
shit.
We have a very minimalist
nice.
map that I'm going to improve for next session, but as you
Oh, yeah.
exit the ocean,
Oh, you've got her miniature already, dude?
Yeah.
That's dope.
and look how so I know Vanith didn't place himself, but look Vanith next to her.
That's
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She is giant.
She's huge.
That's huge.
Yep.
Love that.
I had her mini during the Coliseum fights too. She was like up on the top of the wall with the rack.
Oh, that's right. I just didn't recognize it from that distance. Like,
Here,
up
I'll
close
show her
and
off a bit.
clean.
Here she is.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Look at her.
And here's her
Ooh,
boy.
she's like woman Poseidon. I love it.
Here's her man's half her height.
Love it.
It's amazing.
Yes, I'm very excited. And as you guys exit the water and approach the shore, she does kind of remark at the sort of shack that you're all approaching. It's just like, I don't remember that. That wasn't in the briefing. As you see this horrible little shack off to the side, a boat kind of sitting off the way, and the sort of strange smell of what. You guys had a somewhat familiar scent of this when the city was invaded by zombies. The smell of like rotting carcasses and whatnot. But that's where we'll call session.
Woohoo!
Alright.
And with that, everyone, thank you all
We got
so
to level
much.
up.
Yes, you all get to level up. I believe you're level 7 now?
That is correct.
Yeah,
Or no, we're 6, aren't we?
Level 6?
Oh. we're 7.
Are we 7? Okay.
I believe
Yes.
it's level 7. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. Tune in next week to the incredible shoreside battle I have planned for these guys. Hopefully we do it next week. We may take a week off just because I think a couple players may need it. If not, who knows? Either way, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to continue watching this series, remember the entirety of the series, up from seasons 1 to 5, are on the Cast Iron Comics YouTube channel. You can see them on all of their technologically difficult glory, which I'm so proud of, even though there's some parts where it's like, yeah, no, I probably didn't need to test that kind of tech, but it was dumb, but hey, I was new to streaming. Either way, go enjoy it. Go watch it. Go give it a thumbs up. Go give it a like. Go give it a comment saying how bad it is. Everything's appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you all around the house. Good night, everybody.
Later.
Good night.